Next item on the agenda is the farmer's market. We have a form of agreement to consider approving, which I would imagine we would await farm market manager's signature, then we countersign, is that correct?
That's correct, and we're still waiting for legal to finalize that, any input they have to it. They were still working on it as of earlier today.
I spoke to Steve today, and he said that he's working on it, should have his review completed shortly.
Then how do we proceed with this? Do
Well, I think you can approve one satisfactory to you and to your solicitor in a form that is, and the form will be similar to what you're looking at. I understand it'll be slightly different because it'll be, I understand that it'll be a licensing agreement, it won't be a lease agreement. But other than that, I don't believe there are going to be many substantial changes from what's there. Wording obviously will probably be legal smith.
Okay.
I'm not sure what you're saying. You're saying we can approve it in concept?
In concept, okay.
But without anybody being bound at this point?
I would say that you probably should wait until Steve completes his review before you do anything else.
Well, the only issue there is the next board meeting will be in 3 weeks, June
10th,
10th,
isn't that 2 weeks?
or 2 weeks. And I know they want to get started as soon as they can, but it's up to the board.
Alan, is there a way that we could poll the board on this issue?
You mean after the meeting? Or
No, I mean after the review is completed and we've seen Steve's review and his comments. Could we do a telephone poll of the board members and get approval that way?
I don't think so.
Okay. Has to be a public meeting.
I think so.
Well, I think that if we would, it would seem to me that if we would vote to approve this agreement contingent on signatures from the farmer's market manager and also after authorization by the township solicitor, that we're not assuming or going forward in any manner. We're just setting the stage to make this happen in a timely manner.
Well, I have the impression in speaking to Steve that as Jim has said, the form of the agreement will be somewhat altered.
I understand that is a probability, yes.
So I'm not sure what your proposal is, to prove it in concept, subject to...
Yeah, we do it a lot. I mean, not farmers markets agreements, but we do a lot of agreements subject to solicitor's approval and counted signature by the additional parties.
Okay, but the agreement that you have in front of you is not the one that's going to be the final form, assuming that you were to follow the recommendations of Steve Siana.
That's true. That's true. I can't imagine that we've set out the things that are important to the board of supervisors that Steve would add or subtract much from it. Just might fine tune the language. As Jim said, it's not a lease agreement, it'll be a licensing agreement.
I myself don't know exactly what his review will entail.
Well, if he comes back tomorrow with a review and there are some changes, significant changes, what is the advertising requirement? How soon could we have a special meeting and approve this?
You have to give a day's notice.
1 day's notice?
For a special meeting, but that means you have to, it's really more than that, unless it's an emergency. But if it's a regular special meeting, you have to get the advertisement into the Mercury, and it has to be posted, and it has to be posted at least 1 day prior.
Well, if we don't get the agreement done tomorrow, it's not going to be marketed this week. I mean, I understand that.
Yeah.
So it seems to me that the thing, are they talking about having a market this week?
Yes.
They want to have one tomorrow. But it's conditioned on us coming to an agreement with them. I mean, they have no ability to start unless we tell them to start.
I don't see how we can, I don't think we should let them go ahead when we don't have an agreement in force that provides?
We're not gonna let them go ahead, I didn't say that.
Okay, that was my question.
No, I didn't say that.
Okay.
No, I specifically said they wouldn't be able to go ahead.
Okay. All right, so that basically, they won't be able to go ahead tomorrow, but we will have a special meeting if need be to approve Steve's modifications of the contract, and then we'll have a contract and they can go ahead.
That's right, and if we don't, they can't go ahead.
Right.
Is that satisfactory, Alan?
Well, I would suggest that you see what Steve's recommendations are. If at that point you want to go ahead and have a special meeting, that would be scheduled.
Okay, well, if I make a motion that we do what we said, are you gonna second it?
Yeah, I'll second it, sure.
Okay, so what did I say we're gonna do?
Mousetrap.
Tricky.
You said that, A, they're not gonna go ahead and have the farmer's market tomorrow because we will not have approved the contract. B, we'll see what Steve comes back with by way of his review. And thereafter, if we approve of what he has recommended, we will have a special meeting, give the notice required by law, and approve the contract, then present it to the farmer's market people for approval.
Okay, I got a question though. Was David and Claire and I supposed to write this agreement and get it in the hands of the attorney in time to be done tonight? Did I miss the job of the staff and the solicitor here? Because we've been talking about this for a month. So somebody's not doing their job in a timely manner, I would say. Just a note. So then there is no motion to make, because we're not gonna do anything, except wait.
Right.
Okay. Okay, under new business, we have an advertisement for bid equipment and labor. There's no comment, there's nothing happening. Under new business, we're have an advertisement, consider an advertisement to